Football League, we're expecting a gate in the region of 80,000 for this afternoon's final, which is a record attendance for the competition. And both sides will, of course, gain financially by such a tremendous attendance here at Wembley this afternoon. Each side guaranteed around £150,000. To the two sides. Presentation involving Jimmy McElroy, Deputy Sports Editor at the Burnley Express now, and of course former Burnley star. He was last at Wembley back here in November 1965 when he won his 55th cap for Northern Ireland against England. Conditions just about perfect here this afternoon. Of course, this is the fourth game that's been on the Wembley surface in just over a week. Checks with his two linesmen that everything's okay. And away we go then for the final of the Sherpa Band Trophy. And an immediate early touch for the Burnley keeper, Chris Pearce. Daniel to Farrell. Inside to Ian Britton. Deakin. Farrell gets the header in for Burnley. Pace from Stevie Bull. Referee having a quick word with Comstiff now. He's waving play on, but Stevie Bull hitting Comstiff in the face there quite clearly. O'Garney charging down the attempted clearance from Andy Thompson. Farrell to Daniel. Deakin joining the attack. Comstiff trying to get the ball forward. Taylor chases after it. And Street concedes the first corner of the game. Short corner. Britton with the crossing. Bellamy heads clear. Deakin out wide to Britton. Davis with the header. Andy Much bringing the ball away for Wolves. Much plays it forward to Stevie Bull. Thompson with the throw. To Robertson. Back to Thompson, the left back. Thompson with another chance to cross perhaps, gives it to Dennison. Gardner gets ahead for Burnley. Daniel with a chance to clear. And Daniel does well to win the goal kick off the legs of Keith Downing. So first scare in that Burnley penalty area. 1,000+ crowd at the end of May was certainly not in the thoughts of both sides when they began this competition back in October. Burnley in the preliminary round paired with Tranmere Rovers and Rochdale. They then beat Chester and Bury by a 0-0. Halifax on penalties, and Preston in the Northern Area final 3-1 on aggregates as Gardner concedes a free kick. Some danger then here for Burnley. Chris Pearce guards the left hand upright. He's got a four-man wall. Three players over the ball for Wolves. Bellamy and Dennison with Robertson stood over the ball. 3 in the penalty area. Bellamy with the shot, takes a deflection, hits the crossbar, and O'Gorney clears. A tremendous free kick that by Gary Bellamy, taking a deflection, and Chris Pearce, I think, just got a hand to it to divert the ball onto the crossbar. But Wolves now with the bit between their teeth as Much gets the ball across goal. Pearce punches clear, and McGrory gets the ball upfield. Ali Robertson in well for Wolves. Gardner's beaten in the air. In October 1986. Thompson heads clear. Britain back to Peter Daniel. Daniel plays the ball forward looking for Taylor. Thompson intercepts and Dennison gets the ball up to the halfway line. Dennison, chance to attack Peter Daniel, cuts inside him, still Robbie Dennison. Gardner blocks the shot. Only O'Gorney up for Burnley. Foul forward looking for Steve Taylor, but it's over him. And Bellamy gets the ball back to Mark Kendall to beat Brentford, Peterborough and Torquay all at home, and then beat Notts County in the two-legged Southern final. Much with Davis in close attention, still Andy Much. Comstiff going back to defend for Burnley. And a very cheeky bit of play there by Paul Comstiff. I think most players would have just been happy to clear the ball right-footed upfield, but Comstiff decided to do a cheeky left-footed back pass. Bellamy forward for Wolves to Bull Robinson, but Much is caught offside. O'Gorney wins the ball in the air for Burnley, but Taylor can't get on the end of it. Holmes forward, Deakin in quickly. Steve Davis plays the ball forward. O'Gorney heads on, but once again Taylor just can't get on the end of it. Floyd Street wins the ball clear. Street waving his arms at his forwards. Bellamy plays the ball to Robinson. Davis goes across to cover. Concedes the corner. So Wolves have their first corner of the afternoon. Floyd Street comes forward from the centre of defence to take up a position on the near post. Andy Much standing in front of Chris Pearce. Street with the flick on. It's over the top of everybody. Bull returns it. And it's a goal for Wolves. As Burnley failed to clear. Corner played into the near post. Street got the flick on. The ball went to the far post. Burnley couldn't clear. And Andy Much has opened the scoring for Wolves. The legs of Robbie Dennison, Northern Ireland international, who made his debut recently against France at Windsor Park. Davis winning the ball in the air for Burnley. Thompson gets it out to Dennison, but he can't keep the ball in play. Daniel down the line, Robertson in quickly. The referee gives a free kick against Keith Downing. Britton to Comstiff. Comstiff forward looking for O'Garney, but Street once again in quickly. And certainly that's one area where Burnley are struggling as Much wrestles Davis to the ground. And the referee gives the free kick to Burnley, much to the disgust of Andy Much and the Wolves supporters, but it was Farrell giving the ball away. Danger here for Burnley. Gardner in quickly to prevent the danger at the expense of a corner, but Andy Farrell giving the ball away badly there, and only a timely intervention from Steve Gardner prevented Burnley from possibly going 2 down. Davis clears. Downing back to his skipper, Ali Robertson. Bull trying to get on the end of this, and a goal kick given by Roger Milford. Peter Daniel fools himself there. Ian Britton bringing the ball forward, only Taylor up front. Chance for Farrell to cross. Ball still not clear. Farrell back to Daniel. Ray Deakin with a shooting opportunity. Ali Robertson gets in the way. Comstiff heads out to Sean McGrory. He wins the throw-in off Gary Bellamy. And the game having to be stopped as we momentarily had 2 balls on the field. Holmes in well for Wolves. McGrory to Paul Comstiff, but once again Gary Bellamy in superbly for Wolves. Britton gives the ball away to Bull, and the referee gives a free kick. Dennison to Downing. Britton in quickly for Burnley. Still Ian Britton. Andy Thompson is in quickly to rob him. Robertson to Downing. Andy Much takes one in the back from Steve Davis. Referee Roger Milford wants a word with Steve Davis. Steve Davis, the Player of the Year for Burnley, joining them from Crewe for a fee of £15,000. Certainly one of the best bargains Burnley have had in recent years, as Robertson plays his free kick up towards the edge of the area. Comstiff gets ahead to the ball. McGrory plays it forward to Steve Taylor. He's got Floyd Street closing him down though, and Street is the winner of that particular duel. Much tries to feed Bull. Referee says play on, as Daniel eventually gets the ball back to his keeper forward in the penalty area. Gardner heads to Sean McGrory. Nobody upfield for Burnley. Taylor trying to hold the ball up, finds Paul Comstiff. Comstiff not brought down. He looks to the referee, but the referee says play on. Good tackle from Phil Robinson. Much heads off. Keith Downing Left-footed shots. Tipped over by Chris Pearce in the Burnley goal. It's a good strike that by Downing. Wolves players showing that they're not frightened of shooting from distance. And Robbie Dennison will take this corner. 3 in the 6-yard box to aim for. Pearce comes off his line, loses it. Dennison miskicks. Britton gets the ball back to Farrell. Harley Robertson has plenty of time to guard the ball back to his keeper. Ray Deakin telling Chris Pearce to punch the ball clear. When you 4 on the edge of the penalty area, he's aiming for Paul Comstiff. Heads the ball on, does the midfield player, but Kendall is off his line quickly, and O'Garney and McGrory collide. We've got another injury in the Wolves penalty area. It's Mickey Holmes who's gone down yet again. Referee says play on as Holmes tries to crawl off. So it looks like he'll be taking no further part in this game as Deakin skips over the challenge from Steve Bull. Comstiff to bring the ball forward. The ball breaks for Deakin, but it's a poor ball played forward by the Burnley penalty area. So Mickey Holmes limps off now towards the dressing room. And they look like having the first substitution of the afternoon. To George O'Garney. Looks for Steve Taylor. Street gets a good header to Dennison, and Downing can bring the ball clear. Sean McGrory back to Ray Deakin. Deakin forward, but there's nobody there. Poor header by Thompson to Ian Britton. Out wide to Paul Comstiff. McGrory going on the overlap. Comstiff comes inside, tries a shot, and it's well wide of goal. Joined Wolves in August 1987 from Ninian Park for a fee of £11,500 as the referee's whistle goes to signify half-time in the final of the Sherpa Trophy, and it's Wolves who lead at half-time by 1-0. The goal coming on at 23 minutes from Andy Much as Burnley failed to clear a corner. Ball turned back into the Burnley 6-yard area, and Much scoring from close range. But nevertheless, for the interval from Paul Comstiff. So apart from the substitution just before the interval, when Nigel Vaughan replaced the injured Mickey Holmes, all the other players are exactly the same as in the first 45 minutes. It's going to be a whoop. Referee Milford gets the second half underway. Daniel forward to Farrell. Daniel down the line. Thompson concedes a throw-in. Daniel down the line to O'Garney. Still George O'Garney is into the penalty area. Goes down, but the referee says play on. Street gets the ball forward, looking for Much. Still Much in possession. Davis gets the ball back to Chris Pearce. Could be going their way. Britton takes a free kick to his captain Ray Deakin. Davis gets the header in, and a tremendous catch there by Mark Kendall. Under pressure from Steve Taylor. Taylor leaving a leg there and catching the Wolves keeper. Davis beats Much in the air. Vaughan heads forward. Vaughan takes a return from Much, and the free kick given against Steve Gardner for the foul on Nigel Vaughan. More danger here for Burnley at a set piece. Bellamy, who had that tremendous strike from a similar position at the other end of the field in the first half, standing over this ball. Robinson and Gallagher. Quick discussion about what's going to happen. The wind blows the ball a little bit farther forward. Phil Robinson replaces it. Looks like perhaps Gary Bellamy is going to try his luck at goal. In fact, it's Dennison. And a tremendous goal by Robbie Dennison from the free kick. 6 minutes into the second half. A delightful strike from the free kick, and the Ulsterman is jubilant. So Burnley then with it all to do. 2 goals down now. Manager Brian Miller perhaps must be thinking of bringing a substitute on. As Bellamy brings Taylor down for a free kick. Street clears upfield to Stevie Bull. Bull forward looking for Andy Much. Davis finds Daniel. It's given away by Daniel. Danger here for Burnley, but Daniel eventually recovers. Finds Steve Gardner. Oh, very fortunate Gardner there. Bellamy heads forward. Britton to Comstiff. Dennison and Robinson tackling well for Wolves, but Comstiff finds his captain, George O'Garney. O'Garney back to McGrory, chance to get the cross in. Taylor, and it's just over. So Daniel heads forward. Britton, Downing plays the ball forward. Linesman flag on this side is up for offside against Andy Much. Daniel forward looking for O'Garney. Bellamy heads clear. Farrell's there for Burnley. Farrell out wide to O'Garney. O'Garney gets the ball into the middle. Comstiff gets a header in, and it's off the top of the crossbar. So that's twice in the last few minutes. Burnley have almost got back into this game with centres directed to the far post, and Burnley are now going to make their substitution. The referee hasn't spotted it. Dennison, the scorer of the second Wolves goal. Glorious ball forward looking for Bull. Pierce off his line quickly to collect. Finds his captain Ray Deakin. Forward looking for George O'Garney. Bellamy gets the ball back to Mark Kendall. It will be Sean McGrory who comes off when the ball next goes dead, as Bull finds Jackie Gallagher. Gallagher to the other sub, Nigel Vaughan. Danger here for Burnley. Davis heads clear. Vaughan fouls Peter Daniel, and now Burnley can make the substitution with 16 minutes of the second half gone. It's Sean McGrory who comes off, and Leighton James who comes on. So James, the former Welsh international, whose appearances have been limited to replacing injured and suspended colleagues so far this season, has a chance now perhaps to restore some glory to Burnley as Comstiff takes up this next attack. Still Comstiff battling away on that far side. It goes for the bar line, but can't keep the ball in play. Much beats Davis in the air. Bull finds Much. Dennison free on this side, but Deakin got a good head in for Burnley. O'Garney gives Leighton James a first touch. James to Ray Deakin. Taylor in the middle. O'Garney back to his skipper. Inside for Leighton James. Back to Deakin. But Larsman's flag is up. The ball out of play. Burnley doing their best then to get back into this game. Just under half an hour of it to go now. And perhaps Leighton James brought on to try and get round the back of the Wolverhampton back four and create one or two more scoring opportunities for the likes of O'Garney and Taylor. Farrell, James forward to O'Garney. He's got Britton scurrying in front of him, finds Leighton James. James beats two men, still with Leighton James, gets a toe to the ball, but Kendall's off his line to collect. So James immediately making an impact on this game. Gallagher forward looking for Stevie Bull. Davis in there well for Burnley. Britton loses out to Robinson. Dennison to Nigel Vaughan. Farrell in quickly for Burnley. Comstiff finds George O'Garney. Got Taylor free on this near side. Taylor now against Floyd Street. Still Steve Taylor goes for the byline and wins the corner. The fourth Burnley corner of the afternoon. It's going to be Leighton James who'll take it. No doubt be trying to aim for the near post where Farrell and Comstiff are congregated. Headed off the line by Keith Downing. Gallagher back to that man Downing who saved Wolves on that particular occasion. Bull looks for Andy Much. Gardner's across covering for Burnley and gets the ball back. Street forward looking for Steve Bull. Gardner coming across to mark him. Dennison in acres of space. And it's just wide from Phil Robinson. The Burnley defence ripped open there by a Super Bowl. Free kick. 6 in the penalty area for Burnley, including Steve Davis. Comstiff wins the ball and Bellamy concedes the corner. Corner number 5 then for Burnley. Keith Downing had to head off the line from the last corner. What can Leighton James do with this one? Comstiff is beaten by Bellamy. Deakin into Farm Paul Comstiff, comes off Bellamy. Ball breaks for Leighton James. Cross blocked by Andy Thompson. O'Garney with Bellamy in close attention. Still George O'Garney. Well, it's across the face of the goal behind Steve Davis. Davis trying to go around Jackie Gallagher and wins another corner for Burnley. Leighton James goes across to the right to take it. Wolves just leaving Andy Much up. He's marked by Steve Gardner. James to take this corner, left-footed into the near post. Comstiff gets a flick on, but there's nobody at the far post to take advantage, and Floyd Street can bring the ball away for Wolves. Stevie Bull in space in the middle. Street was looking to find him, but Britton intercepted. Dennison, Comstiff is in quickly for Burnley. Gallagher plays the ball forward, but Nigel Vaughan offside. Approximately 20 minutes of the game remaining, and Burnley certainly having more of the game in this second period. Just can't find the back of the net at the moment. Throws out to Daniel. Comstiff in space. Out to Leighton James. First time ball to Deakin. Comstiff. He's got O'Garney out wide. Britton going in front of him. O'Garney. And another corner to Burnley. Britton peels away. Daniel takes it. And O'Garney just heads wide at the far post as Mark Kendall came off his line. It's put under severe pressure by Paul Comstiff. O'Garney gets away from Thompson, still George O'Garney, but a good tackle from Robbie Dennison. Taylor fights the ball back for Burnley, still Steve Taylor. Andy Farrell out wide to Leighton James. 4 in the penalty area to aim for, still with Leighton James. And it's just wide of the far post, so Garney was unable to get on the end of it. Looses out to a combination of Gallagher and Bellamy. Gardner to Ian Britton. Short to Leighton James. James out wide to Ray Deakin. Deakin forward to Britton, no offside. Bellamy clears that particular cross. James with a chance to get the ball into the penalty area again. Short to Ian Britton. Farrell. Britton goes down. Referee says play on as Thompson gets the ball back to his keeper. And a chance for Jackie Gallagher on the break for Wolves. Inside to Nigel Vaughan. Deakin in with a splendid challenge for Burnley. Farrell to Steve Taylor. Downing closing him down, illegally so. Burnley will have the free kick. Daniel with the free kick to Comstiff. Oh, and it's just over the top. Robinson, still Robinson in possession. Torp walks the ball forward. Gardner clears. Dennison, Much plays the ball in. Davis just gets a header to the ball. Vaughan plays the ball into the far post. Andy Much hits the post. Deakin wins the ball for Burnley. Finds Leighton James. James wins the throw-in off Robbie Dengrimen from Molineux. There's the full-time whistle. Wolverhampton Wanderers have won the Sherpa Van Trophy, defeating Burnley by 2-0. The goals coming in the first half from Andy Much, and then 6 minutes into the second half, Robbie Dennison curling in a delightful free kick to give Wolves a 2-goal advantage. And despite a spirited comeback in the second half, in which their efforts certainly deserved a goal, Burnley couldn't quite find the back of the net. Paul Comstiff came the nearest when he met a Peter Daniel free kick, but headed the ball over the top of Mark Kendall's goal. And at the end, Andy Much almost snatched a second goal for him and a third goal for Wolves as they rode themselves. As Ray Deakin leads his side up to the Royal box. So in the end, it's not to be for Burnley. As they receive sympathetic round of applause. Side up the Wembley steps, which of course have now significantly reduced, to receive the Sherpa Van Trophy. And it shows it to the travelling Wolverhampton supporters, whilst Burnley starts their lap of honour. Meanwhile, the Wolves players are about to start their lap of honour. Floyd Street just being brought to one side. As the Wolves players now go to the mass ranks of the Fleet Street photographers for the just starting to come round to this side of the ground. The Burnley players so exhausted at the moment, but their afternoon in which certainly nobody will forget it. Ian Britton down below us with a banner and a claret and blue hand, as the Wolves players now start to lap them. Paul Constiff mingling in with the Wolverhampton lap of honour. Keeper Mark Kendall trying to hide the trophy. Chris Pearce and Paul Constiff, two great friends off the field, their arms round each other now.